Ever walked away from a conversation more confused than when you started? Well, ever questioned a partner, friend, or family member why they hurt you, yet somehow you ended up feeling like you should apologize, even though you did nothing wrong? That's not communication, that's a mind game, and it's the covert narcissist specialty. Welcome back to Thrive with the Survivor. My name is Eddie, and this is my personal journey of healing after years of emotional manipulation, control, and psychological warfare. The kind that leaves invisible scars. I don't share this with sympathy. I share it because someone out there needs to hear it. And maybe that someone is you. In this video, we're breaking down the covert narcissist's favorite dish to serve cold, word salad. And trust me, you won't find delicious croutons in this salad, just extra thick loads of BS dressing. Now, clinically speaking, word salad is a real symptom. It's when someone's speech becomes totally jumbled, like a broken radio spitting out random words. You might see that in cases of severe psychosis or brain injury. It's important to know that in this case, word salad is unintentional. But this is not what we're dealing with here. The kind of word salad we're talking about is intentional and calculated. It's when a covert narcissist starts talking in circles, long-winded nonsense, contradictions, and vague distractions, all designed to confuse you, wear you down, and dodge any real accountability. It's not just mentally frustrating, it's strategic. And in many cases, it's the key ingredient used to trigger reactive abuse. This is where you end up looking like the aggressor. We'll dive deeper into how and why that happens in the next video. So if you've ever been pushed to your limit and then blamed for reacting, you won't want to miss it. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next chapter might explain exactly what you've been through. Now let's continue the topic of word salad. Over the years, I had plenty of messy dishes thrown at me, metaphorically speaking of course, by my father and by an ex-partner or two. So allow me to share some of those emotional leftovers to help you better understand what it's like to experience verbal manipulation from a covert narcissist. And if you've ever been through it, or you're currently dealing with it, drop a comment below. Your story might be the exact thing someone else needs to hear. Now picture this. Listening to a covert narcissist word salad is like playing the weirdest game of mental football you can possibly imagine. Let's just say that your question is the football. You pass them the ball, you see them run, but in the wrong direction, straight into the parking lot. Then they come back to you holding a basketball, asking, "Is this what you meant?" When you try to hold them accountable for dropping the ball, they blame you. Suddenly, out of nowhere, and unrelated to the game, they're bringing up how you didn't appreciate that surprise party they threw for you 2 years ago. And before you know it, you're the one who supposedly messed up. Or at least that's how they make it seem. Then they have the nerve to hit you with the silent treatment. You end up feeling obligated to apologize, not just to keep the team together, but because you start doubting yourself. You feel guilty, you feel confused, and in the end, you might apologize for something that wasn't even your fault. It looks and sounds insane, doesn't it? That's the point. Because while that scene was exaggerated for effect, it's exactly how it feels when trying to resolve conflicts with a covert narcissist. They do this all the time when you try to resolve conflicts they create. It's not about footballs or surprise parties. It's about how they twist logic, try to escape accountability, and leave your head spinning in the process. What you just witnessed is a metaphor for the chaos they create on purpose. They use confusing, circular, or downright nonsensical speech, not to connect with you, but to exhaust you. They're not trying to answer your question or fix the issue. They're trying to protect their ego, avoid shame, and make you pay the emotional price. Let's break it down play by play. Let's start with the football is the question. You're asking a clear, direct question that requires accountability. The second one is you pass them the ball. You give them a chance to respond honestly and stay in conversation. The third play is They run in the wrong direction, straight into the parking lot. They avoid your question completely and go off topic, derailing the conversation. The fourth play, they come back holding a basketball, asking, "Is this what you meant?" This is when they twist your words, pretend not to understand, or deliberately shift the subject to confuse you. The next play is when you hold them accountable for dropping the ball, they blame you. This means that they deflect responsibility by accusing you or turning the situation around on you. And then they bring up how you didn't appreciate the surprise party from 2 years ago. That's when they guilt trip you using unrelated past events to shift focus and make you feel like a bad guy. Then they give you the silent treatment. This is a way for them to punish you emotionally by withdrawing or stonewalling, a form of covert control. Lastly, you feel obligated to apologize to keep the team together. In other words, you end up apologizing just to restore peace, even though they caused the conflict. You see, narcissistic word salad isn't meant to make sense. It's meant to make you feel like you don't have any. It's a tactic designed to make you second guess yourself, so they can stay in control without ever giving a straight answer. So now that you know what word salad looks like, let's get into the ingredients of the 3 main types they love to serve. First, we have the ingredients for the word salad of talking in circles, the delicious mix of endless loops that leave you questioning your own sanity. Next, the word salad of charm to disarm, the dashing of sweet words and flattery used to throw you off track. And finally, a zesty blend of faking innocence and victimhood. This is when they play the poor, misunderstood soul to make you feel guilty. Alright, let's dig into the covert narcissist's first choice of word salad, the classic entree, circular talk. So let me set it up for you. So you ask this question to your covert narcissistic partner, and here it goes. "Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about what happened at the dinner party. You said something that really embarrassed me in front of a lot of people. Oh, and by the way, you were flirting with that waiter. Coincidentally, every time I come back from the men's room, you guys seem to be chatting it up. You always do this to me when we go out. Why?"
Why are we even going backwards again? You always do this. I was joking. And if you were embarrassed, that's on you. Besides, you never bring up the good things I do. So what exactly do you want from me? Because every time I think we're okay, you pull this again. Like, are you even happy?
I don't understand. You embarrassed me yesterday with what you said, and yes, with my own 2 eyes, I saw you flirting with the waiter. Please answer my question.
See, this is the problem with you. Every time I open up, you twist it and make it about you. I literally can't do anything right in your eyes. It's like, no matter how hard I try, you find something to complain about. And don't start with that, boundaries, talk again, okay? You act like you're some kind of therapist now. You used to be fun. What happened to that version of you? Seriously.
Okay, let's give the poor guy a break. What you just saw was a classic case of circular talk, a type of word salad that isn't meant to clarify anything. The goal is to spin the conversation in a different direction, confuse you, and wear you down. You ask a simple question, but somehow you end up frustrated, confused, and mentally drained. Sometimes you may even forget your original question. This isn't real communication. It's a psychological loop. Round and round you go with no clear answers. Just vague replies, guilt trips, and low-key insults, all mixed in. It's exhausting, I know. And yes, very toxic. Now let's have a small serving of charm to disarm. And it goes a little something like this.
Why did you lie about your ex texting you? What's going on?
Come on, babe. You really think I'd ever go back to someone who made me feel like nothing? You know how much pain she caused me. You're not like that. You actually see me. I get it though. You're scared of being hurt. That's because you care. And I love that about you. But can we please not ruin something real over a misunderstanding. And please, let's not live in the past. You mean too much to me. Oh boy, at the end of this toxic papi chulo speech, you might think, dang, I was mad, but that was really sweet, and I don't really hear that often. I don't want to ruin this moment. If this is how your partner deals with your serious questions, which results in no concrete answers, and this is how you respond to it, then chances are you don't mind chewing on word salad. This isn't genuine affection. It's manipulation through strategic praise. The compliments act like a smoke bomb. They cloud the room with warmth and attention just long enough for them to avoid taking responsibility and provide a direct answer. So, you've had a taste of confusion and you chewed on some charm. But now it's time for the final dish of word salad called faking innocence and victimhood. Perfectly seasoned with limitless spices of guilt and shame.
Babe, did you seriously just DoorDash wings again? With my account, you haven't paid rent, the Wi-Fi, or your half of Netflix.
You know, I can't believe you think that about me. I've always felt so alone. You know that my childhood was difficult. You always assume the worst. So I'm just some broke loser to you now? You know, money isn't everything. I didn't ask to be born, to struggle. I thought you loved me for me. Sure, go ahead. Treat me like I'm disposable. You never tried. I guess I'll be alone forever. Wow, so that was some serious drama, wasn't it? This tactic disguises manipulation as being powerless, but make no mistake, it's calculated. It creates the illusion that the narcissist is being honest or emotionally open, when in reality, they're dodging accountability, flipping the script, and using guilt like a weapon. Every sad story, every wounded stare, every quote-unquote, I guess I'll be alone forever, is designed to make you feel like the villain for simply setting a boundary. It's not real remorse, it's a strategy, and guilt is the main ingredient. Circular talk, charm to disarm, and faking victimhood. 3 different types of word salad, same goal. That is manipulation and control. Once you know what's on the menu, it gets a lot easier to push the plate away. If this video helped you call out the plays, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and share it with someone who's trying to decode the drama. Let's help each other stop playing by their rules. Thanks for clicking in. Until the next video, we thrive.